What is going on, guys? I'm Director Nat, back for another reaction, and today we're doing something a little different, something I don't normally react to on this channel. We are going to be checking out Better Call Saul. Now, Better Call Saul is actually one of my favorite shows. In fact, it may just be the best show on TV right now. Same goes for Breaking Bad. I was a huge fan of Breaking Bad back in 2013. It's been one of my favorite shows ever since, and Better Call Saul, I've been lucky enough to follow it as it has come out. But I haven't really done any reactions for it on this channel up until now, and there's a couple reasons for that. The biggest is that it just doesn't fit as well with the type of shows that I usually react to. And also because it's just nice to have one of those shows where you can just focus on watching it and can talk about it with people and don't really have to focus on doing anything for it. But now we're down to the last 4 episodes and I'm extremely excited to see how this show is going to tie everything up. And there have been a couple of episodes this season that in hindsight I really wish I had recorded my reaction. And I know even as far back as 2013, I wish even back then, before I even thought about starting a new YouTube channel, that I could have recorded my reaction to that series finale. So yeah, I think that it'll be fun to give this a try. Now, maybe some of my regular viewers are also Better Call Saul fans, or maybe these videos are going to mostly be for new viewers, and if that's the case, welcome. Before we get into this reaction, just a little bit of self-promotion. Be sure to check out all the links that I have down in the description. I have a second channel called the Monologue where I do full-length essay videos. I've got a Patreon page where you can get access to exclusive benefits, including early access to some reactions, and lots of other good stuff, so be sure to check all that out. It really helps support the channel. But with that out of the way, I'm extremely excited to see what Vince Gilligan and the crew have in store for us, so without any further ado, Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 10. Okay, where are we at? Yes! Finally seeing Gene again. Is this a character I should recognize, or is this just leading into whatever is going to happen with Gene?
Not a pound and a half. You overshot last time.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh yeah, definitely have a lot of experience dealing with customers like that. Like, not the overly mean ones, those are a different category, but you know, just the ones who are kind of like this, but you have to be nice and polite and help them through their day anyways.
Ooh. You can keep it, Wisconsin.
You can keep it, Wisconsin. Oh. Oh, that's snow on the ground. It was hard to tell with the black and white picture. My name is Nippy. Have you seen me?
Need some help?
Hey, there he is. Oh, I love this because he used to be Slippin' Jimmy way back in the day. He would wait for patches of ice like this to come along.
Happy to help.
Okay, I didn't rewatch Season 5, or like the first episode of Season 5 before I started watching Season 6, so maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but didn't the last time we see Gene, he was worried that some guy from Albuquerque may have recognized him, and he was worried that he was going to be exposed, so he said to that guy on the phone, no, I'm going to take care of it myself. And then we didn't see him at the beginning of Season 5, so we wondered, well, what's going on with him? And now we see him here, so I feel like he's got something going on, because the teaser image for this season is Gene putting on a red jacket, so maybe he's pulling one of his classic Slippin' Jimmy cons, or he's got a plan in mind. If so, I don't know what putting up posters for a lost dog has to do with it, but I guess we just have to find out.
Okay, approach neutral. And 1, 2, 3.
What is he doing? What wire did he just cut? I don't know, is he maybe like trying to cause some kind of accident so that there will be a lawsuit and he can offer to represent her? But then again, he can't really be a lawyer because he's in hiding, but...
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Is he trying to get into her house? Ah! Oh my god. Oh, that is so cool. You remember way back at the very beginning of the series when we first saw Gene, he was like watching old VHS tapes of his old commercials. Is that what the opening credits have been this whole time? Jesus. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Well, this episode is off to a great start as usual. No show can, or shows I should say, can get you intrigued at the beginning quite like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Oh. Is that the guy from the cab from before? This is so cool. This is the first time that Gene scene, as I'll call it, has gone on for this long. Like, up until this point, it's always just been the introductory scene at the beginning of every season, but now that the last episode basically got caught up to Breaking Bad, we can now focus more time, which I wonder if the last 4 episodes are just going to be focusing on this. I guess they could do that because Breaking Bad basically fills in most of the gaps, but I think it would be cool if they either recapped some scenes from Breaking Bad or maybe gave us some new Breaking Bad timeline scenes from Saul's perspective. But again, this is only the first of the remaining 4 episodes, so anything could happen. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just a little equipment malfunction, but let's get back into it. Oh, okay. He took out her method of transportation so that she would have to start calling a cab, and I guess she's in an area where this would most likely be the guy. God. I love it whenever Jimmy pulls a con because he just comes up with the most creative solutions, like the small details that are the answer to the problem that most people wouldn't think of. I think that's cool. Oh, wait, he lives with her. Oh, this is even more interesting. What is Jimmy planning?
Oh, please. Mr. Takovic was my father. Call me Gene.
Don't worry, hon. He's not an axe murderer. If he was going to chop me to bits, he'd have done it already. Right, Gene?
Not an axe murderer, but he does have quite an interesting history.
55. Ta-da!
Gene's staying for dinner.
Oh, man.
Reward money, blackmail, that's not gonna tickle your pickle. I know what you really want.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
You want in the game? Standing outside with the suckers, trying to pay off that cab, sweating the bills, getting older. It's so close, but damn it, you just can't get in until now.
Oh, this was not the strategy I expected him to take, but oh, wow. Man, this really hits you, especially given his history, but okay, so I'm very interested to see where this goes.
So here's the deal. I will show you the game, and then we're done.
Oh, so this parallels a couple things. Well, first of all, it made me think of that flashback scene from when he was a kid, for when that con man came in and scammed his father out of a little money, and he, gave Jimmy the talk about wolves and cheese. But it also makes me think of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman's first scene from episode 1 of Breaking Bad, because he looks a little more like Walter did at the beginning of that show, and he went to Jesse and was like, hey, we should partner up, you show me the game and I'll make the product. But now he's like, here, I'll show you the game, I'll get you into it if you leave me alone. So okay, this is interesting. But if we're making Walter White comparisons, because when Walt first started out, there were plenty of points where he'd draw the lines like, no, we're not going to do this. No, I'm done. And I'm only doing this until I make enough money for my family. But then suddenly he discovered how much he liked, being a criminal and the rush that came with it, and how sick he was of his boring, mundane life. So maybe that's going to happen to Gene. Maybe he thinks he's just going to, do this to avoid having to go to jail. But then he's going to be like, oh, wait a minute, here comes that familiar rush. And I know all the horrible stuff that has happened before, but you know what? It's just who I am. Something I kind of find interesting at this, I know that's the point because it's in a different timeline, different situation, but it has its own feel compared to both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, which, I mean, it feels like it's in the same universe made by the same people, but it almost feels like I'm kind of watching a new show now in a sense, which is kind of cool. Oh. Okay, I see what's gonna happen. He's gonna, gradually get back into the role. A ring here, a jacket there, and before long he'll be back in full Saul Goodman mode, and who knows how that's gonna end. It's kind of weird that I would want this, but I kind of hope that he, goes to prison, like, if that's the best case scenario, because most of the time the way it works out for people is that they're like Jesse and they get away, or they're like Walt or Mike and they die. But if something bad does have to happen to him, I hope that it's going to prison for all the things that he's done. Like, that would just differentiate it a little bit. Taking his chances. From the place of your birth to the ends of the earth. See, I like this. We've only gotten bits and pieces of his routine before, but now we're getting to see it all in full together. They've planted the seeds up till now, and now we finally get to see the payoff, whatever it is.
Enjoy yourselves.
Well, God bless you.
What, did he put something in them that'll make them go to sleep while he gets the other guy in to do something nefarious?
Hey, do me a favor. If you were ever to cross paths with my wife...
Oh, Scout's honor.
Oh, not talking about letting a guy into the security room at night when he should be gone. Like, no, not that. Just eating some sugar when his wife wouldn't want him to. Man's got his priorities straight. Whatever plan he's got probably wouldn't work if the guy happened to take the other chair so that he could still see the monitors, but whatevs. Don't eye it so suspiciously, he'll wonder what's up.
You think something's off?
Maybe.
He literally has no idea what this guy is talking about, just has to keep leading him on. I mean, that's exactly what I would be like if I had to talk sports.
Was the thumb breaker. Delicious.
Oh, maybe that's a countdown to how long it's supposed to take to kick in or whatever.
Well, I should probably be heading back.
Oh, I see. So he's counting down to see how long he can keep the guy distracted from looking at the monitor. Oh, interesting.
Come back anytime.
Oh, he will be back. Musical montage. I love it. Well, if you get into a too regular habit, won't the guy eventually be like, you know what, I can't be eating these every single night?
This could be a long one.
And I'll tell you, who I'm not bitching about today? Bellini.
Bellini? That's,
Nah.
yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to actually watch the game just so you have a little more to talk about, but... And this is just what makes this show so interesting, is because, people like Walter White and Jimmy McGill, they ultimately turn to crime because they enjoy it, and it's the only way they can get real fulfillment. Like, look at this. The only thing that, look at what Gene is doing. He's making a new friend, making a nice gesture to him, staying after work and chatting. And so, these are things that, normal people might do to get, some sense of fulfillment. But the only thing that motivates him to be doing all this stuff, acts of kindness and learning about something new after talking to a friend, is for the purpose of pulling some con job. And it's interesting, but it's also kind of sad when you think about it. Also, it's interesting seeing a classic Saul Goodman montage still in black and white. I wonder if eventually, do you think that at a certain point it might transition, Technicolor, or maybe just a little bit of color or something, and then by the end, as he's, gotten fully back into being a Saul Goodman, then it'll be in full-on color again? I think that'd be cool. Oh, that's cool. How do they get some of these shots, man? It's like the direction, the cinematography, the editing. It's always just so on point in this show, and I love it. Oh, he even won that guy over. I mean, this poor security guard, he's a good guy, you know. He just wants to eat his Cinnabon, have a chat with a friend during his boring job, and it's all just for a con. Oh, because see, this is the thing. Again, the promo image has him putting on that red jacket, but it's gonna kind of be hard to tell that he's putting on said red jacket if they don't add at least a little color to the picture. Like, I wonder if they could do that effect. Like, could they do the effect where just the jacket is red, but the rest of the picture is still black and white? Like, I know you can do that if it's just a poster. Like, Photoshop can basically do anything, but can you really do that, like, while everything is moving? I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if they could pull it off.
6, 7, 9.
Now he's getting to some Gus levels of efficiency, counting his steps in advance.
17.
Now, is he going to have the other guy do all this stuff and he's just doing the planning, or is he going to do it all himself and then be like, here's the exact process I used. Now, if you put that thinking into line, then you can put it into practice. Although, maybe once this is over, maybe he'll keep blackmailing him. Maybe he doesn't have what it takes to be a criminal on his own, and he'll keep coming back to Jimmy for advice and saying, hey, if you don't keep helping me, if you don't give me my advice, one phone call to the police. And then maybe Jimmy will have to take more extreme measures. No more half measures, Gene. Jimmy, Saul, Gene. What am I supposed to call you, man?
Ribbon it off. Come on. All the way, guys.
Is this like a makeshift model of the store so he can...
Okay. 1, 2, check. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, let's move. Starting position.
Getting back to his film director days.
4 cashmere sweaters out the door. 5 Patagonias to survive.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah, who's this guy?
5 Patagonias to survive.
This is insane.
No. No, no. Stop. You are not leaving that thing on my loading dock. No way.
He's got a pickup at the airport in an hour. It's a messy one, too. It's 900 pounds of Spanish mackerel.
I'm sorry, but that's... How's this?
Yeah.
If you promise me that Ricky will get back here by 10 a.m. tomorrow, I'll hold the box overnight.
You would do that? Oh, my God. You're a lifesaver. What's your name again?
But thanks for the thought.
No. Thank you.
Great, what's in the box? Wow. That rarely happens when I'm doing a reaction. I was so caught up in the scene, I forgot that I was recording. That's how you know it's doing something right. Oh wait, is the guy in the box? Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Let's see if all the planning pays off. I mean, it usually does, but anything can go wrong.
Good luck to Lizzie on that spelling bee.
She's a little nervous.
Nah, she's gonna be great.
Yeah.
He's even gotten to know about their families. God. Oh boy, here we go. Showtime. Hope he can actually get out of the box, otherwise that's gonna be awkward.
1 Armani suits in.
Maybe he should have worn a mask just in case. Dang, they really thought of everything.
3 linen shirts for free.
Even kinda putting everything back.
And a Hall of Famer and a congressman.
Unbelievable.
Spendy dress is sent from heaven.
Oh, he's not done.
9 pricey lingerie is mine.
And they really thought of everything.
How about that 44-21 win against the Buffs?
Be still my heart.
76-yard pass to Reggie Ball, and
that's what sucks, is that this is a nice dude just doing his job, and he's probably going to get fired if they actually, once they realize that they've been robbed and he was the one on duty, and he's going to have to explain it. But, well, then again, could Gene get in trouble too? Well, then again, the security guard was the one who let Gene back there, although then they might start asking questions, so maybe not everything about this was fully thought out, but we'll see.
Wow, you have got quite a memory.
He plans ahead.
19 Calvin Leathers on the scene.
Dang. I didn't realize they had gone this high. But I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go big.
You okay?
wrong plate.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're just chasing the, mighty dollar, if you ask me. I mean, both.
Oh, shit. Is he unconscious?
You got Oklahoma and Texas over here.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's been looking at the screens the entire time. The guy at least knows that, so if he sees that there's a guy passed out with carrying all this stuff who has to have been zipping around and Gene didn't say anything about it, then yeah, that's definitely going to raise questions.
But
Holy shit. Or maybe he's going to have to be like, wait a minute, I just noticed something there. Maybe he's going to have to give the guy up to save himself. But then again, if this guy gets caught, then he's going to try to make a deal, be like, hey, I know where Saul Goodman is and I can give him to you. Oh, man.
so good.
Come on, dude, get up, wake up.
What am I doing?
What?
Look at me. I don't know. I don't know. My parents are dead.
Oh, shit. I mean, yeah, and he's going to be speaking truth right here because, I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he's overweight, working a dead-end security job, and, talking sports is the highlight of his week. But at the end of the day, he's also a good person. He has a family who loves him to go home, and he's not doing anything crazy like this that's probably going to get him sent to jail. Whereas Jimmy, he's had some pretty high highs, but that's also led to some pretty low lows. So, I mean, this may be a con, but yeah.
No, I'm sure that you...
Okay. I know you gotta draw it out, but can you really not notice that you were intentionally drawing that out and looking right at the camera? You better start.
Hey, you're not gonna tell Nick, are you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Oh, shit. Damn. Better make sure that guy doesn't have a serious head injury. I mean, he pulled it off, but that forced him to actually say out loud what he's been through and what his life actually is, which he's never really been able to talk about it to anybody since he went into hiding, so... Yeah, now that customers are coming in, it'll be hard for them to tell what was all stolen at once, and, shoplifting happens in every store. Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess he couldn't just leave without setting off an alarm.
Do you want to try both? Yeah.
I mean, he can walk on his own 2 feet, so maybe his head injury's not that bad.
Excuse me, ma'am. Truck's here to pick up that big box.
Great, thank you.
Guy brought flowers.
Really?
He's hooked. He got away with it. I mean, it could have gone horribly wrong, but he felt the rush. That's what gets you. See, that's why I like that shows like this exist. you know, they're incredibly fun to watch, but, you know, it's also just good to have because, you know, eventually we're all going to get to this point in our life where we're older and things aren't going our way at the moment, and so we're going to be tempted to do stuff like this. But both Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad are good cautionary tales that if you go down that road, it's ultimately going to leave you at a worse place than you were, so... But then again, it is also a good message of what can happen if you take your skills and some strong motivation to be better and really put them towards something, just maybe in a more positive and healthy fashion.
I don't know, maybe 500 each. Shit, man.
Oh, he realizes that he's basically now set these guys on the dead-end path to where he was. No.
Theft from an interstate shipment, up to 10 years. Transportation of stolen goods, another 10 years. Sale of stolen goods, 10 years. Conspiracy to commit a federal crime.
Whoa, conspiracy? It was your idea.
It's called mutually assured destruction. So, if I go down, you go down. I am not your friend. And if you get greedy and you decide to come back for more, don't. We're done.
Okay, he covered his bases.
We're done. Say it.
This is the moment he didn't get to have with Walt, because on 2 separate occasions in the last season, he tried to, you know, say we're done, but, you know, at that point, Walt was just more intimidating and he felt powerless, but no, he's like, no, we are done. Saying it like Mike would, actually.
You might not know it, but my boys had some tough times. He fell in with a bad crowd back in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, huh? Never been.
Lucky you. You're a good influence, Gene.
After all that, a happy ending.
Happy ending. Yeah, how exactly are you supposed to just go back to working at Cinnabon after that?
Are you my lady?
Aw. What's he thinking? You gonna buy that jacket after all? Is it gonna switch to color? After all that work he went through to steal thousands of dollars worth of stuff, he probably can't even afford to buy that himself. I mean, unless he took like a decent amount of backup money with him when he went into hiding. Okay guys, so that was Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 10. All this time, after just the little bits and snippets at the beginning of each season, and not even getting that at the beginning of this season, we finally got a full episode with Gene, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. We could flash back to where we last left Jimmy, about to start Breaking Bad. We could get some more episodes around that timeline, or we could, you know, get more Gene episodes, but then again, unless they throw us a curveball, I'm gonna be honest, as much as I really enjoyed this episode and getting to see it in full, I don't know if I want to see the last 3 episodes committed to just this, but then again, I trust these showrunners at this point, so, you know, I'm confident that they're gonna deliver us something cool. And I thought I saw somewhere that Aaron Paul is supposed to reprise his role as Jesse Pinkman, so that makes me think that we're gonna get more episodes set around the time of Breaking Bad, and I know that they don't have to, because again, that's all covered in Breaking Bad, but maybe they want to have at least a few episodes set within that timeline to help this show better stand on its own, instead of making you have to commit to another series entirely. But I don't know, we'll have to see where they go with that. Yeah, it was really fun seeing the style of this episode specifically compared to Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, you know, seeing Gene pull off a completely new con, all the details that went into it and what it tells about his character now, looking back on his life, what he's thinking about going forward, what he might do. So and the end of the episode was very interesting. I thought this might set him back on the path to being Saul Goodman, but you know, maybe that is ultimately the end, is that he doesn't, you know, get some perfect happy ending, and he also doesn't go to jail or die in a blaze of glory. Like, he finally just accepts a normal life. Like, that little smile he gave, you know, he was so tempted to put that suit on, go back to being Saul Goodman, but maybe that's the ultimate end for his character, you know. It's not like he has a great life right now, but he finally realizes where the life of excitement that he used to lead eventually led him to, and that he has the potential to influence something else. So he just, you know, accepts his normal life. He's just Gene working at the Cinnabon and just, you know, chatting it up with some co-workers, and, you know, he's okay with that. So if they do decide to leave him there, that would be interesting, but maybe we haven't seen the last of Gene. But that's all I have to say for this episode, so with that, I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. What did you think of this episode of Better Call Saul? How do you think they're gonna bring the last 3 episodes to a close? What's something you're really looking forward to seeing? Whatever it is, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments and let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a new reaction. A very big thank you to all of my patrons, especially my fellow directors. Every little bit of support means the world to me. You guys are awesome. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 11.